South Jamaica, baby, they made me to be the greatest. Serving the deed of my creators, fresh off of my high haters. It's the king again, Magdalene, Shofit, bragging and boasting.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Dollars. Welcome back to the channel. It's another day, another dollar video. And I'm going to be reacting to episode 2, season 1 of House of Dragons. Now, I did the reaction to episode 1 a while back ago, and I know a lot of y'all been waiting for me to continue doing these reactions, so my apologies. I finished up The Wire. We doing The Sopranos, and I'm going to be doing this at the same time. So if you guys interested in that, check that out as well. But yeah, man, I figure, you know, we only got 1 season of the show, so I could catch up pretty fast, and I want to get through this season since there's only 1 season before the new one comes out. I heard they dropping a prequel to Game of Thrones as well, another prequel called Knights of the Seven Kingdom, something like that. Yeah, man, I love Game of Thrones, the original show. Again, I didn't like how they ended the last 2 seasons. I felt it was rushed. I felt Game of Thrones was a show that they could have done for 10 seasons max, you know, because there was so much they could have covered, so many things they left out of the books that I wanted to see. But for the most part, you know, the fans have been loving House of the Dragons, so I'm just hoping the creators don't make the same mistake they did with Game of Thrones. You know, don't rush it. You know, give us what we want. Take your time. And, yeah, let's check it out. Damn. How long those bodies been left there to rot? Oh, he's alive? Oh.
King's Guard must soon be restored to its full complement of 7. With the help of the Hand, I've invited a number of fine candidates to court. All have passed fair trials.
So he needs a new captain for his navy?
The Stepstones have now grown into a conflagration, yet you sit here and dither about court business.
If you've something to discuss, Lord
I want to know what is to be done about my ships and my men.
The Crown will compensate you for your ship and crew and make an offering to the men's family.
I don't want compensation. I want to seize the Stepstones by force and burn out this crab feeder.
I am not prepared to start a war with the Free Cities.
These pirates are not the Free Cities.
Who do you think provides them with their ships and tender?
What reason does the crab feeder have to fear us? The king's own brother has been allowed to seize Dragonstone and fortify it with an army of his gold cloaks. Daemon has squatted there for over half a year without even a protest from the crown.
I'll caution you, Lord Corlys.
So he's basically saying they pussy.
Does not make you his equal.
I have acted, Corlys. I've sent envoys to Pentos and Volantis to see if we might find common cause. Ships and men are at the ready. The Stepstones will be settled in time.
You have Dragon Riders, Father. Send us.
Dragon Riders? Okay, because they could get there faster.
It would be a show of force.
At least the princess has a plan.
Damn. I don't know if they're going to like that.
We should at least...
Perhaps there's some better use for the princess's talents, Your Grace.
Why don't you take the princess to see about the new King's Guard posting, Lord Commander?
A fine idea, Your Grace.
So she's
Knight will protect you as well.
she's giving advice, and they're not going to take it. And then later on, they're going to take it. It's like you want her to be the future queen, but then you're not even letting her speak her piece. Especially since it was a good idea.
Sir Raymond Mallister, son of Lord Lyman Mallister of Seagull, winner of the melee at Cider Hall. He was the last mounted of 3 and 20 knights. Sir Raymond was knighted at 8 and 10.
Do any of these knights have combat experience? Beyond capturing poachers.
There you go.
Sir Kristen Cole, son of the steward of the Lord of Blackhaven.
Be welcome, Sir Kristen. You saw combat in the Stormlands.
Dornish marches, Princess. I fought for a year as a foot soldier against the Dornish incursions. Sir Arlen Dondarrion knighted me after we raised 2 of the watchtowers along the Burnwood.
She found her man.
I choose Sir Kristen Cole.
Let's not be too hasty, Princess.
Bro, are you going to second guess every decision she makes?
Seaguard, for instance, is the realm's prime defense against reavers from the Iron Islands.
Those men are tawny knights. My father should be defended by a man who's known real combat, should he not?
Of course, Princess.
Well, let us plan Sir Kristen's investiture then.
There you go. It's like he's second guessing everything she fucking says, bro.
Do you believe that Westeros can be another Valyria, Your Grace?
That depends whether you speak of the freehold at its height or at its fall. Over 1,000 dragons, a navy large enough to span the seas of the world.
They had 1,000 dragons? Damn.
The glory of old Valyria will never be seen again.
Are they going to make a show about Valyria? I have a feeling she's going to hook up with the king and her friend is not going to be happy. It's kind of weird.
I wish she would approach me.
What if you went to her?
There are times when I would rather face the Black Dread himself than mine own daughter of 15.
It's only been half a year since my mother died. And already they tried to marry my father off and replace me as heir. I know those men and how they plot in their secret councils when I've been sent away.
You cannot worry at the matters of lords and kings, Rhaenyra. What if your father were to remarry?
What? Why, are you trying to be the queen? She wants that spot, huh? She wants to be the queen.
He chose you for his heir.
He didn't choose me, he spurned Daemon.
Yo, if her friend gets with her dad and she gets pregnant, that's going to be a problem. And I know the hand wants some type of power play because he told his daughter to get close to the king. It's a nice looking shot.
What do I say? Whatever you wish. It's only for you and the gods to know.
I want him to see me as more than his little girl.
Mine own father does not know the language of girls either. When I wish to talk with him, I know that I must make the effort.
So she got to tell her father what's on her mind. Let him know that you're not a little girl anymore.
I wish to apologize for the tenor at the small council today, Your Grace.
Your fleet is one of the realm's most important assets, Lord Corlys. But you must understand, as king, it is my obligation to avoid war until such time it is unavoidable.
None among us desire open war.
I can respect that. That's a good king. Sometimes you gotta show force, though.
The queen has passed. A girl has been named heir to the Iron Throne, the first in its history. The king's brother, so disinherited, has claimed the Targaryen seat on Dragonstone without challenge. And now a foreign power has established a colony in our most critical shipping lane.
You paint such an aspirant portrait of my reign.
Damn.
At the moment, the crown is perceived as being vulnerable.
And a blind incursion in the Stepstones is the only way to demonstrate that we are not?
To elude a storm, you can either sail into it or around it, but you must never await its coming.
That's a good quote.
Course of action to propose?
Some action, baby. Let's get to some action.
Wed our daughter, Laena. Unite the two great surviving Valyrian houses. With the Targaryen dragons and the Valyrian fleet bound in blood, you can show the realm that the crown's strongest days are ahead, not behind.
His cousin wants him to marry his daughter?
It hasn't even been half a year since Emma passed.
The realm expects you to take a new wife, soon or late, Your Grace, to strengthen your line and produce more heirs. You could not ask for a stronger match than Laena.
They're making a power play. He knows it. I know it. You know it. It's like everybody wants him to get married to their family.
We haven't spoken much since
Mom died.
A regret of mine. We should be free to speak our minds to one another.
You can say whatever you'd like. You are the king. Sir Harold provided a fine field of tawny knights.
Oh?
But in questioning them, I discovered that Sir Criston was the only man among them with true battle experience.
You'll make a fine knight of the King's Guard.
Today at small council...
Paid no mind.
I thought I might have had some insight.
You're young.
But
you will learn.
I mean, you want her to open up, but as soon as he talks, you're not even listening, bro. Cutting her off. Ew, what's that? Leeches? Maggots? Oh, so his finger's infected.
This is our best chance to save the digit, Your Grace.
Yo, the king is having so many health issues.
Remove the dead flesh and hopefully stop the advance of the rot.
I held an audience earlier today. He proposed a marriage.
To whom?
The Lady Laena. To combine the strength of our houses and demonstrate my reign's strongest days are ahead, not behind.
Lord Corlys has overreached, Your Grace. Such matters must be discussed with a small council.
That is what I'm doing presently.
Duh.
So, what is your advice, dear Otter?
He wants you to marry his daughter, Grace.
I do fear what Rhaenyra might think.
What does it matter, Your Grace? Her mother has passed. Her father must propagate the royal line.
It's crazy how they just disregard her. Like, she's not good enough.
I dearly loved my own lady wife. The pain of her passing still haunts me. And to be compelled to replace her for duty's sake. You are the king, but I do not envy you.
He's putting a little bit of doubt in the king's mind. Cause he wants the king to marry his daughter, bro. He ain't low. I see the play coming from a mile away, bro. He's playing chess while everybody else is playing checker. Don't tell me that's the daughter they want him to marry, bro.
Your Grace, it would be a great honor to join our houses, as they were in Old Valyria. I would give you many children of pure Valyrian blood, so that they might strengthen the royal line and the realm.
Is that what your father told you to say? What did your mother tell you?
This is
that I wouldn't
disgusting.
have to bed you until I turned 14.
That is just gross. The fact that they putting this type of stuff in this show, bro. Y'all could say, oh, well, listen, this is a fantasy. Stuff like that happened in the past, but no, I don't care, bro. Like, that's disgusting, bro.
It bothers you, does it not?
My father is a king. It is his duty to take a new wife and strengthen his line.
I did not ask for a lesson in politics. I asked whether this bothers you.
Lena is your daughter, Princess. Does it bother you?
Of course it does.
But you offering up your daughter to get married?
I understand the order of things. I'm not sure you do.
Nah, it's time for a new order, bitch.
If you mean to elicit some anger from me, you should know that you are failing, Princess.
Quite the opposite. Whether it's to my daughter or to someone else's, your father will remarry, sooner than late. His new wife will produce new heirs, and chances are better than not that one of those will be male. And when that boy comes of age and your father has passed, the men of the realm will expect him to be heir, not you, because that is the order of things.
You putting the battery in her back, huh?
When I'm queen, I will create a new order.
Oh, I wish that could be Rhaenyra. But the men of the realm already had their opportunity to appoint a ruling queen at the Great Council, and they denied it.
They denied you, Princess Rhaenys.
The
queen who never was.
Damn.
But they bent the knee to me and called me heir to the throne.
Do you remind your father's men of that as you carry their cups?
She's salty.
Here is the hard truth, which no one else has the heart to tell you. Men would sooner put the realm to the torch than see a woman ascend the Iron Throne. And your father is no fool.
She's gonna be in for a rude awakening when she takes the throne. And I can't wait for it.
Seems the realm wants for a new queen.
A good and kind queen will give comfort to your subjects.
He's gonna marry his daughter's friend, huh?
I must admit, I don't know Lena very well.
I'm sure that she is good and kind, and that she will enjoy your company, as I have, Your Grace.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna marry his daughter's friend, bro. That's weird too, but I'd rather he marry her than
Very kind.
his daughter.
The hand, Your Grace.
Your Grace, I've called the small council to an emergency session.
Why?
I think it best you hear it directly.
His brother did something. His brother started some shit.
It is the pleasure of Daemon Targaryen, the Prince of Dragonstone and rightful heir to the Iron Throne, to announce that he is to take a second wife in the tradition of Old Valyria. She is to assume the title Lady Missaria of Dragonstone. Her Grace is with child and is to have a dragon's egg placed in the babe's cradle in the custom of... The Prince has invited you to his wedding, Your Grace. It is in 2 days' time.
Listen, we know what goes down at weddings in this show.
The realm is watching, Your Grace.
What would you have me do? Send him to the wall? Perhaps I could put his head on a spike.
Daemon has seized dragons.
Scorio dromon Daemon leitas.
Why does it matter? Oh, Disrespectful.
Assemble a detachment, Otto.
Yeah, he violated.
Dragonstone and drag Damon back to face justice myself.
It's an act of war.
My Damon is without limit. Let me go to Dragonstone.
Bro, he's already making gestures that's showing you that he's a op. But you gotta treat your brother like he's a op. Take the whole army over there, bro. Bring the dragons and everything, bro. Nah, he wilded.
Will you see the king tonight?
If you wish it. Good day, Sir Kristen.
My lady, I've assembled 20 of your best household guards, my lord hand. Sahara will also join us.
Disgusting how these guys use their daughters like pawns. Dude's playing chess with his daughter. Shit look like the Great Wall of China. I feel like a dragon's about to pop out of nowhere. There's only one way in, one way out.
You're to relinquish the dragon's egg, disband your army, banish your whore, and leave Dragonstone by order of His Grace King Viserys.
Where is the king? I don't see him.
His Grace would never lower himself to entertain such a mummer's farce.
Sir Crispin, wasn't it?
Sir Kristen Cole, my prince.
Ah, yes, apologies. I couldn't recall.
Perhaps my prince recalls when I knocked him off his horse.
I'm simply keeping with the traditions of my house, the same as my brother did for his heir.
Those traditions are for the true-born children of royalty, not for bastards fathered on a common whore.
Oh.
You've come for the egg. Here it is.
Are you mad? To choose violence here is to declare war against your king.
Wonderful.
Even if it ends in the death of your unborn child and its mother.
He ain't like that. Oh, don't tell me the princess about to pull up. She about to pull up. Yeah. No, wait a minute. Whose dragon is that?
All of you, sheathe the fucking steel.
I thought she was about to pull up on her uncle, man. Oh yeah, she is about to pull up on her uncle. Woo! I love her. I love her, guys. I love her. I don't know, like, I just love her.
What are you doing here, princess?
Preventing bloodshed.
Sir Kristen, please escort the princess to safety.
Take care not to startle Syrax, my lords. She's rather protective of me. Kepa nucha inaza dritoro dariraroso prostas kesu ugleisa luon zombaz mi anuchon isa. Kepus?
Ia sila vosse euro daor.
Vedroso dari ohi ikida.
Indrari onorion daor. Tubi maneri Nike de Niklas.
Apraziri ziriema.
Dreptan li daor.
Sekedja sut nuchon vronkron dromon laudigon ao belvitas.
Pipot zadrzon mi mazem pilo vule konir nuhruho sutailan.
Seculat.
Razilari tubi.
She's not even pregnant?
If you wish to be restored as heir, you'll need to kill me, so do it.
I don't think he hates his niece, though. I hope he doesn't hate his niece. How much of a piece of shit are you? She's a G. He still gotta pay for what he did, though. Can't let that slide, bruh. She got the job done when you couldn't, bruh. Put some fucking respect on her name. So she's not pregnant, right? She mad at him because she doesn't feel like she's the one?
You announced that we were to be wed, and that I was with child. Your child.
Perhaps when we are wed, we can make that true.
I ensured long ago that I would never be threatened by childbirth.
Good. Children can be such irritating creatures.
You swore to...
No one will harm you.
I have been sold as property more times than I care to count. beginning in a homeland I can no longer recall. Most of my years have been spent living in terror.
I don't remember her accent sounding like this.
I came to you to be liberated.
Liberated? From what?
Fear.
That was powerful. Good writing, guys. This show got some good writing. Let me guess. Daughter's friend about to pull up.
And the sea snake holds claim to nearly half the realm's ships.
He would not dare withhold them in the face of the realm's need. Who is he to act to me?
No one, Your Grace. But Driftmark makes for a better ally than it does an enemy. The sea snake has made a calculated reach, fair play for a man of his position. If you truly want my unencumbered opinion...
I do.
You should wed Lena Velaryon, Your Grace. Sate Lord Corlys and fix him at your side.
Please don't tell me that's gonna happen.
The princess has returned from Dragonstone.
Dragonstone?
She's not just a princess, she's a warrior princess like Xena. Dad's about to be pissed at her. I told you to stay here! I told you to stay put!
Your Grace.
How dare you defy my orders?
You disobeyed me. You fled King's Landing without a word. And you acted without the crown's leave.
She got the job done.
You are my only heir.
May I sit?
Gotta stop looking at her like she's so helpless, bro. She could take care of herself.
You went to Dragonstone.
And retrieve the egg without bloodshed. A feat I'm not sure Sir Otto could have accomplished alone.
Yes. Well, I sometimes forget how alike you both were.
Her mother?
Your mother's absence is a wound that will never heal. Without her, the Red Keeper's lost a warmth, and I dare say it will never recover.
It pleases me to hear you say this, to know that I'm not alone in my grief.
I wish I had known better what to say to you in the aftermath. I struggled to realize that my daughter had so quickly become a woman grown. But I know she understands what is now expected of me.
King must take a new wife. You are the king, and so your first duty is to the realm. Mother would have understood this, just as I do.
Gotta do what you gotta do, buddy. I don't think he's gonna marry homeboy's daughter, though.
I have decided to take a new wife.
It's gonna be his daughter's friend. He's looking at her like she gonna be pissed.
I intend to marry the Lady Alicent Hightower.
Ooh.
Before spring's end.
This is an absurdity. My house is Valerian, the greatest power in the realm.
And I am your king.
You gotta accept it, whether you like it or not. She looking at her friend like, you didn't tell me nothing?
Rhaenyra.
I knew this was gonna happen, bruh. What the hell is that?
House Valarion's origins reach back to old Valyria, more ancient even than House Targaryen, according to some texts.
Let me guess, he's talking to Daemon?
But unlike the Targaryens, we were no dragon lords. For centuries, my house had to scratch out an existence from the sea, with grit and luck. When I ascended the Driftwood throne, I knew what I wanted, so I went out and seized it.
You trying to do that again?
I've always thought of you and I as having been made from the same cloth.
Daemon.
I wasn't aware you had a king for a brother.
We're both men who have had to cut our own way through the world. We've been passed over.
He's trying to make a deal with the devil. This is gonna backfire on him.
You've heard of the troubles in the Stepstones?
A Mirish prince is feeding Westerosi sailors to the crabs.
I've been petitioning the king to send my navy into the territory, but he's denied me.
It was never my brother's strongest trait.
What?
Being king.
The Crab Feeder is backed by powerful entities within the Free Cities who wish to see Westeros weakened. And the king's failures have allowed him to accumulate strength. If those shipping lanes fall, my house will be crippled. I will not have Driftmark beggared while our king idles himself with feasts and balls and tourneys.
I will speak of my brother as I wish. You will not.
Ooh, watch your mouth.
Waiting in the Stepstones is a chance for you to prove your worth to any who might yet doubt it. We are the realm's second sons, Damon.
Make a power play.
Our worth is not given. It must be made.
That's it. Well, that was episode 2, House of the Dragons. That was a well done episode. The pacing, the writing. The episode got me hyped for what's to come next. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? This is actually a good story they telling. The tension, everything, bro. Like, I would say this is up there with like the original Game of Thrones, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Just how well the story's done, the writing. I can't wait to see all the twists and turns and the shocking stuff that's gonna happen in this season. Yeah, if this is just a sample size of what we're gonna get for the rest of the season, then we gonna be in for a ride. I know a lot of y'all already seen this, you know, watched it already, but I appreciate you guys watching it along with me, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my reaction to it. Yeah, man, I don't really got too much to say. I love the princess, man. I love her character. I love how she's so badass and she does what needs to be done. And I'm curious to see what's gonna happen between her and her friend. You know, hopefully it's not gonna lead to something too crazy. Maybe, you know, they'll still be close, but it's gonna make for some good drama. We know that much. It's gonna make for some great drama. That whole angle between her and her friend, and you know, I want to know who's this guy that's causing all this trouble in the sea. You know, the pirate dude that they trying to go after. I can't wait to see who plays him. Yeah, I mean, this was a great episode, man. It's only the second episode, so you know, it is what it is. Your boy Dollars, we off this one.
For my time goes by, they gon' raise a nigga jersey in the sky. Treat a nigga right, big dreaming on my life. Shorty wanna get some air, I go and get her when I fly. Taking off on these niggas I retire. The minute I catch fire, I smoked them all before, just revisiting the high.